Boys and girls, what we are going to do in the upcoming series has never been shown on YouTube before. I'm super excited because we have bought a Lamborghini Gallardo, and this is made possible by you guys, so thank you so much. Not subscribed yet? Subscribe now to avoid missing this series. Because Twins Television is going to the next level and we have bought a Lamborghini Gallardo. It's unbelievable. First the AMG and now a Gallardo. Just mind-blowing. Guys, look at this. I've never seen a Gallardo in real life before. Now we have just one. High five, this is unbelievable and not normal. I'm super excited to do this together with you guys. Guys, it's just a Gallardo. Every time I say it, I get goosebumps. What a fantastic car. Is this... and we're going to have so much fun here. Because hopefully one day, just take it out on the street. It still needs to be imported. The car has French papers, so yes, we still have a lot of things to do before we can take this one on the road. But of course, you're part of this because you asked for a damaged project. Well, this is quite a one, guys, not normal. So the car comes from Belgium, near the French border. So we went twice to view and pick up the car, so to speak. Unfortunately, we don't have footage from the first time. But I did take some footage for you guys when we went to pick up the car the second time. And that's what you're about to see. Let's go. Boys and girls, I want to thank you first and foremost for believing in us as Twins Television. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible. A year and a half ago when we started YouTube, we never dreamed that we would buy a Lamborghini Gallardo. And now we just have one here in our workshop, and boy, what a project this is. Unbelievable. Before we could actually get the car into the workshop, we actually had to change a tire. We were allowed to borrow this tire from the neighbor because this is the tire that was under it, and it's so far burned that it just went all the way through the sidewall and the car hardly rolled. So we actually had to replace the tire first, otherwise we wouldn't have gotten it in here. Why are there Twins Television cards everywhere? Well guys, I can tell you that on the car ambulance, the footage you just saw, this car attracts so much attention that everyone's camera came over and I thought, that's marketing. They see a burnt out Gallardo and everyone is filming. So Twins Television just has to come on because this has never been shown before in the YouTube scene. And Twins Television is just going to do it. What's so interesting about this car is that it has fire damage. It's a common problem these Gallardos have, that it catches fire in the back left. That's something you see more often on YouTube, but no one has ever tried to fix it this way, and of course we're going to do it. There's one other person on YouTube who has already fixed a Gallardo, right? Indeed, that one also caught fire. But they drove it like that, right? Yes, it was already repaired by a company, and he bought it from them. I think it's called Tavares, right?
Yes, indeed.
And yes, that car worked. But we took a huge risk, because we didn't hear this car. This car hasn't been started, but we think we can fix it. It's gonna take a lot of time. But we think it's super fun to do that together with you.
Are you handy with cars? Do you have any tips or information about this specific car? We can discuss further.
Use a lot
of information and also parts, for sure. Let's take a look under the engine compartment. Then, what do you think? Yes, I would like to take the viewer along. It's actually alarming what happened to this car. But But that's exactly what we find so interesting. Look at this. This is the engine compartment as you can see it. And yes, we suspect that the engine can actually be saved. What you see here is mainly a lot of melted plastic, which is not normal. If you could insert an engine bay via Google, for example, we could show how much finishing plastic is actually here. Like this, for example, it's actually all around. And we think that's all plastic because it's all gone. And it all melted down, so it actually looks worse than it really is. And we think this can be fixed. We're talking about a V10 engine here. The 1.32 gallons V10 with 520 horsepower. So if we can get this one started and start driving it, that's gonna be super cool. Also, this is the second generation Gallardo, right? It's the second generation Gallardo. So the minor teething issues have been resolved. And yes, this is the LP520 model. That means it has a new type of steering houses. Improved E-gear, I believe, shock absorbers. Was there something else about a modification? I think that's what you're referring to, but I can't recall at the moment. The interior is also complete, which is extremely important. He is actually completely perfect down to the fire extinguisher seam. Yes, because of this. Look at that. During the viewing, we touched everything to see if we could get it clean. There are also a lot of parts on the passenger seat which actually come from this car, because they have, if all is well, put everything from the car into the car. Do we have things in the front, in the frunk? Do you know how that works? I've never opened it before. But it is a hood lever, right? Oh yes, it's a hood lever. Yes, because the Gallardo doesn't have trunk space because the engine is in the back, so you have it in the front. And yes, we're actually hoping that it's complete, that the inner box is in there. Does it also have the original tools and stuff in it? A wrench, a fuse puller. Well, at the time of purchase, it was said that this car has done about 100 kilometers, right Dan? Yes, indeed. But from my own research, I think it's much less. I expect it's about 70 kilometers on the car. But we don't know because the battery is dead. And we dare not put a booster on it. Because as you can see, I'll show you, this is the wiring harness, which is severely burnt. So if you were to put a battery on it now,
Working one.
then you might cause even more problems. We don't want that. So before we're going to turn on the contact, we're going to disconnect this neatly. I hope this is just a separate part of the wiring harness, and then we can eventually see what the mileage is. Well guys, our plan with this car is to register and save as much as possible ourselves in collaboration with you. So if you have a powder coating company, or if you have a company that can make radiators, or sells workshop equipment,
Oh, workshop equipment.
sells. Because we indeed need a motor taco. We need a few more things. Would you like to collaborate with us on this project, sponsor us, and be mentioned in the videos? Feel free to send us a message on Instagram. Indeed, we will contact you. Because we can use all the hope in the world to save this little creature from its downfall. We believe in it. It's a mega thick device. And I just can't believe I just sleep so poorly because I'm always thinking about this car. It's just a dream come true. And again, that's thanks to you. The right side of this car is just immaculate, and that makes it super sick. If you were to park the car contra in the workshop, you would think, this car just has nothing. No damage, what a
Nice detail.
You were worried, we got the gas cap open, and guys, the original Lamborghini gas cap is on it. It's made of aluminum, not to
Believe in.
It is literally a screw cap. It's really a screw cap. Check this out, guys. Yes, and you guys can guess what the thing costs, because in most cases, when a car has been sitting somewhere, this is the first thing they take off. Yes, because it was sold through the auction. We do need to mention that.
Mention yes.
It was indeed sold through the auction. It then returned to a car dealership, and we bought it from the car dealership. And yes, I am speechless every time because no one saw this coming. No, everyone thought so in that poll too.
We're
We're buying an Audi, that's the plan.
an Audi.
They were onto something, but people in the comments were also shouting about RS6S and similar things. But this is what you've all been waiting for, and I want to thank you all for that, of course. We're trying to take some time with the spraying of rims. Of course, that's also interesting. Some of you don't know how to do that. We also find it super fun to do. But this is next level, so I just want to say, again, Twins Television is going next level. And I want to thank you for your support. And of course, you will get to see so much content. Because every minute we spend in this car, we're going to put on film. Because we want to take you with us. In the whole rebuild process. In the whole rebuild process indeed. A step-by-step guide on removing the block, separating the E-gear from the engine block, and inspecting the components. The engine block is still good internally. It will be a very educational lesson for us. So yeah, unbelievable. Before we close this episode, with you, we'll take you along one more time. In the damage of this car. Check it out, guys. We personally think it's somewhere here. Will be, because that's where the road has melted the most. And you can also just see on the screens that this has received a lot of heat. Even the little rubber piece you see here is just, I don't know if it's very crispy. But that does need to be replaced. Luckily is. The window is still intact, and I just completely forgot that we already looked at a Gallardo last year indeed. But I think you can tell that better yourself. Last year, after we finished our 1 series damage project, which was also a very big project, so we found a yellow Lamborghini Gallardo on the same website where we found this one. This was the Gallardo, and yes, as you can see, I have this one. So it has the same fire damage as ours, only this one has been on fire for a lot longer, because you can see that the aluminum panel has actually completely melted away. The reason we didn't buy this one is actually because we couldn't agree on the price, and we thought the risk was just too high, because these panels, they're just very rare to find. So we actually let it go, because we couldn't agree on the price. And when this one came online, we just took immediate action. There were already a lot of people who were interested in this Gallardo, because it has so many valuable parts. You don't even have to saw this off, you can just
fix it.
Is
Made of aluminum?
So it's not going to rust. Of course, it needs the right treatment, but we're also going to show you that. And for that, we're going to need the professionals, because they're going to show us all the steps and how it all works. So we've already done some research on what the parts cost to repair this car, and this is going to be a very educational journey, which we'd like to share with you. And again, every minute we put into it is being filmed, so it's really going to be a mega thick project. Guys, before we close this episode, I want to ask you to subscribe to our channel. Are you not subscribed yet? Please do it now, send our video to your friends, and have them subscribe too, because we want to go super trending. This car deserves it. We deserve it. Don't follow us on Instagram yet. Our Instagram is twins.tv. And there will be content that doesn't end up on YouTube, so then you'll see even more of us. If you can't get enough of us, you'll see us again. Next week with a new episode when we're going to dive into the car and get our hands dirty. By the way, I don't have a black eye. I hit myself with a wrench. I didn't have a fight. I just had to get that off my chest. But you'll see us again with a new episode. Bye!